best, but you don't succeed.
Alright, hello. Hello everyone. End the line. Thank you for the raid. Thank you. Yeah, you're playing on Resident Evil 4. I was lurking a bit earlier. You're playing the original game, aren't you? How are you enjoying it? And hello, Tin Man, and Troll Kong, and Raven. Good to see you guys. Hello, hello. Hello! Yeah, I hope you're all having a lovely Saturday. Mine has been pretty lazy so far. I think I slept for like 14 hours. I was out yesterday helping my mom doing some shopping, so I was driving her around. And when I came home in the evening, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna take a nap. And it was like 9 p.m., 9:30 p.m.-ish. And I just lied down on my sofa and I fell asleep. And I woke up at around 3:30 a.m. I was like, oh, I guess I was a little sleepy. And then I was just up for like an hour. I just made some quick food and like some sandwiches, and then I ate that. And I just went to bed. And I slept for like another, I don't know, 7-8 hours. The original 2023 classic. Oh, okay, it was the new one. Okay, okay. You take a nap when it's dark, and you wake up and it's dark, and you don't know what day it is. Yeah, that's what those wintertime naps be like. It's only like this little 4-5 hour window with actual daylight, and you're like, okay, okay. And I'm asleep for most of that too. But yeah, are you guys done with your Christmas shopping? I only have like 3 presents left to get. So I'll be getting those next week, hopefully. But yeah, it's good to be done. For its worth, you did play the original on your GameCube a few years ago, 20 years. I mean, hey, 2005, that was just, you know, 5 years ago, right? Right? Yeah, that's when I also played Resident Evil 4. I remember I bought Resident Evil 4, Button Kaitos, and Fire Emblem on the same day. I spent all my money. And then like a year later, or less than a year later, I sold Fire Emblem to a friend for 150 kronas. Guess what that game costs now, if you want to buy it? So yeah, you know, hindsight 2020, am I right? And you're doing the last bit on Monday with your mom? Nice. Yeah, I think I'll head out on Monday to just grab those presents, and I'll be done with it. Wallet empty, but console full of games, and soul filled with regrets. But yeah, I think I was just gonna do another chill art stream today. So let's get back into that. Oh yeah, and I have been snacking on these Japanese snacks I got in the mail. These ramen gummies are actually quite tasty. And I do love this sour mix too. Very tasty. It's like these wiggly sour bits. But they're good. These ramen are like a little ramen bottle gummies. Like those Coke gummies we have. Oh yeah, snackers. Let me get that. Where's the Cola Flusker? Yeah. Oh, I actually haven't had those in ages. Cause I rarely ever buy like small got. Like I hardly ever buy that anymore, so I haven't had that in a few years. But I can still clearly remember the taste. Alright. Let's see. There we go. So we're gonna continue this drawing from last time. I haven't done anything more with it. But I did finish my other drawing. And where's mouse cursor? Let's see. So I did finish this piece. I posted it in the Discord. So this is done. Control going, he won 5 from the jump catch game. Yeah, those accidental victories. They are the best. And hey Hardy, hello, good to see ya, good to see ya. Nice 3D Christmas tree, thank you. Yeah, I made that in Blender like, I guess it's 2 years ago now. Because I wanted to have like a nice little Christmas scene there. So yeah, made that a while back. But yeah, today we're gonna continue drawing this guy. And I guess I'll get the reference photo up. There you go. So that's like my reference, you guys can see. You only made the donut. Ah, yes, the donut tutorial. Yeah, I followed that too. That was like how I want to get into Blender. Because when I used to work with 3D animation, we used 3ds Max. But that's been like over 10, no, it's been 10 years now, so I don't really remember how to use 3ds Max anymore. Probably would if I just started up, but why the hell would I use 3ds Max when we had Blender? Make use and stuff, you'll... Hey. Oh. Yeah, it's like, I've been thinking like, if I get skilled enough at something, should I start doing commissions? But then I remember how lazy I am, and I'm like, do I really want to do that? That's some sort of commitment I don't want to make at the moment. Yes. It's not like I don't think I couldn't do it, but it's like, my god, how long will it take me? And then I'll feel guilty about taking people's money for it. So that's why I haven't really done any 3D work or artwork for anyone. Yeah, I wanna get back to a little bit of 3D modeling too as well. Because I did do some 3D modeling streams as well. But that was like 2 years ago. I was making some custom scenes to have in the background. But I didn't end up finishing it, and I haven't made any changes to my background scenes in years. Need to get back into your thing, it's been a minute. Wait, you've been doing like 3D stuff too? Is that what you mean? You know a friend who used Maya for his work, but went over to Blender as well? Yeah, I mean, at this point, like... Blender is so feature-rich now that there really isn't any reason to go for Maya or any other, like, you know, paid software. Unless, of course, you are like a studio and you already have like a work pipeline in which Maya is heavily integrated into, then yeah. But you can do a lot nowadays with just open source free software. It's great. Okay, yeah, streams, yes, of course. You have no skills in computer animation or art or knowledge. Well, you know, if you want to get into it, it's really easy nowadays. I mean, you have so much great free software, like for art, what I'm using right here, Krita. It's free, and it's great for digital art. And then Blender is like the free one if you want to get into 3D modeling, and there are just so many YouTube tutorials nowadays that you could acquire the skill if you just put down the time. And I think that was like very hilarious with the Games Award when the lead developer or director of Expedition 33, when he was giving his like speech, and he thanked all the people that made the YouTube tutorials on how to make a game, because they need to look up how to make stuff for the game or how to do stuff. I think that's great. You've been thinking of messing with Blender? Yeah, definitely go for it. I'd say the most intimidating part of Blender is just like the user interface. But there's a great YouTube tutorial series that kinda, you know, introduces you to the entire workflow in Blender. Well, at least the basic stuff. In order to like create a model and then animate it and get it rendered out. And it's the How to Make a Donut series by Blender Guru. And he updates that tutorial quite frequently, every few years, whenever there's like a new version of Blender, and he'll make an updated version of that tutorial. You feel like you don't really have any skills in computer stuff either, your knowledge is outdated, so yeah, things move quickly, so yeah, it's great to have those YouTube tutorials just to, you know, keep yourself up to date. You know, just enough to make employ. Yeah, I mean, that's the whole point, right? Like, yeah, you just gotta fake it until you make it. Because it's like, yeah, you have a degree in, I don't know, something IT related that you took 20 years ago. Unless you've been actually, you know, actively keeping up with new info and development, that degree is pretty much worthless. Because none of that knowledge or skills you learned back then is going to be relevant nowadays. So, you know, like, yeah, so much not just like, yeah, you just gotta figure stuff out. You got a degree in impregnation. Oh, math still holds up. Yeah. Not much math in my field. I'm more relevant than anything in those fields anyway. Yeah, exactly. How good are you at winging it? Oh, you know, nothing beats having a whole server shut down, and you know you are the IT guy, and you go in there, and the first thing you do is bring up your phone, you look up a tutorial on YouTube, and it's some guy, an Indian guy, with a thick accent walking you through the problem. That's like, oh yeah, this is it. I can fix this now. You're an expert at making stuff just barely work on deadlines. Yeah. That too. As long as it works, it's fine. You know, there was this one time at work where we had to, so there was like a meeting room, a giant, like, or presentation hall room. It was just like a big, giant office space that we had just sort of converted into like a presentation room for like what we call town hall meetings, you know, where all the employees gather for whatever they're gonna present. and they want to have like this big presentation there, and they were also gonna live stream it through a Teams call, you know, to other employee or other branches of the company that was sitting like in the US, Malaysia, etc. The problem was there wasn't really reliable internet because we hadn't put up any like any Wi-Fi in that area, so we had to figure out a way to get a stable connection in that room. So what we did is that from the IT office where I was sitting, which is like it's quite a distance away from that room. So what we did is that we just took several 50-meter Cat6 Ethernet cables with one of those extenders and just plugged it in each end and just pulled it from the router we had in our IT office and into that room. And we kind of had to hide it because we didn't want, you know, the fancy people coming to attend that presentation to see that it was just a cable being stretched from one end of the office to the other. So we took it out the window at our IT office, and we just kind of threw it, and one guy had to be in the other window in another office to catch it, and then we had to run to the next office, and he would throw it again, and we would just go like that until we reached the window at the other office. And then we're like, yeah, here's a cable you can connect to the laptops, you'll have internet. Hey, it worked, alright? Now, was there any data loss or, you know, latency due to all the, you know, extensions being added to it? I don't know, but it worked. And then half a year later, we finally put up a Wi-Fi repeater in the ceiling. And granted, deadlines are often quite optimistic. Oh yeah, that was how it was when I worked with the 3D animation. It was like, yeah, we just gotta... Because we weren't the ones selling the animations. Because I was working for like a big company that made a product. And we were just making 3D animations, demo reels for this product. And so the ones that did the sale and included like the whole animation demo reel, right? In the package. So it was only the sales reps that were presenting it to the customers. And they were like, oh yeah, we'll have a demo reel for this product for you in 3 months. And we up at the 3D animation office were just like, 3 months? Huh? What are you talking about? This is a custom rig and animation and everything! So it's always like, yeah, we have to extend this by another 2-3 months. You lose about 25 to 50% of speed per connection point or so roughly, I think. Yeah, I think we had, well, we needed 3 extensions, like dongle thingies. And, you know, it was a pretty solid cable too. It was like those really nice insulated ones. But yeah, well, we had a 20 gigabit connection, so, you know, even with the loss, they would still have a pretty beefy line. It was enough to make the, you know, team call work, not Zoom, Teams. So it worked. But, you know, it didn't look very impressive. And we did make sure that those extension joints, they were inside, on the inside part of the cable, because we like kind of took them in through a window and out the next window. We kind of like So it wasn't just like dangling one long wire outside. No, we did this whole like loop like this. Because you know, modern problems requires modern solutions. Am I right? All right. Well, let's get into the drawing. Got my reference up. So let's continue. I guess we're kind of working on his like arm area. And he does yeah, okay, so the arms are like you know, they're quite beefy. Just put on my glove. You wonder if you still have the pictures of your server room, your last job, when you first got there. It'll make you cry. I've seen spaghetti more organized than that. Oh, the classic non-organized server room. I don't think there's like any server room out there that doesn't, or at least hasn't been at that stage at some point during the company's lifetime. And the best part, like, I remember I don't remember because it's very recent, it's not much of a memory, but we did have like several rooms that would have like their own dedicated servers in them and network configuration on each floor in the various office buildings, because that was not supposed to give access to the network access to everyone on that particular floor. So we could easily like configure their ports, or if anything wasn't working, we could easily go and check, right, just there on the floor, without having to run across to the next building. And the thing about those rooms was that their big air conditioning, what can I say, air conditioners, the machines, like they were like super big to keep the temperature in those rooms at around like 21 degrees, because they got hot in there. But the problem was that nobody had really been doing any maintenance on those air conditioners, so the filter inside them must have like gotten all moldy and stinky. So whenever we open up that room to go in there, it always smelled like shit. Like, it was like going into like a public toilet that hasn't been cleaned in the past 10 years, right? It was this weird, musky, moldy smell mixed with like some sewage or something. Great working conditions. So whenever we went in there, we tried to leave the door open, but then the people working in the offices would complain like, "Oh my god, it smells so bad, close the door." And I'm like, how do you think I have it in here? So it's like, yeah, if we're gonna check for any like, oh yeah, network errors, you can't get on network. Okay, let me just quickly check your, the cable going to your office. And it's just like, outside the door before you open it. You just took a deep breath and you just went in there and quickly checked, you know, if the port was alright, if the cable was, you know, or if it was receiving any signal. Yeah. Getting that black lung from working in IT. White. Okay, there we go. But yeah, that for sure was some sort of, I don't know, health and safety violation, but nobody really cared. It's like, oh, yeah, it's just the IT guys. They spend their lives in a smelly, humid basement anyway. They won't notice any difference. You had a terminal in the server room that managed the user access to the building. It was running AS400. It was so old. I was in there so often. Problem is the server room was so freaking cold. You get a cold sometimes from I mean, gotta keep that hardware all cool and comfy, right? And the problem we had with our our main server room was the noise. Like the sound of the all the fans and all the hardware working in there. It was like walking straight into a construction site. We actually had some air protectors, just those noise air protector big construction workers wear, just hanging right inside when you opened the door and went in. We had 2 or 3 pairs of those hanging there, just you can put on and be like, yeah, not go insane. I wish we had one of those decibel meters so we can actually measure how loud it was in there. But god damn. Hand that looks a little bit odd when they posted. We can probably work around that. It's he's just resting his fingers on his side rather than the palm of his hand. It's only his fingers. Kind of weird to pose it like that. Why wouldn't he just rest his entire palm on his hip? Yeah, AS400. Yeah, I know the system. I remember it isn't many years ago, I think, since I saw they also used that kind of system on well, a similar system. I don't remember what it's called, but on Elköp and other store terminals. So whenever the employee's gonna look stuff up, all you had was the blue background and the white text and white square boxes to separate the various displays with images. That wasn't that many years ago. Maybe less than 10 years ago or something since I last saw that. L-Guide, yeah, that's the name. Yeah. Yeah, they have. I saw they finally have a more modern interface. Yeah, the reason the keycard reader at the back entrance of the building I work in broke down, so they locked it with chains. It's also the fire exit, oh no! Oh. His hand is gonna have a different placement, but I'm just gonna jot something in there for now. And I also noticed I just made his forearm extra beefy, but I think we can live with that. We can just make him look like he kills wolves with his bare hands. No problem. does have like that. With his bare hands. Yeah. I mean, hey, that's also the official new kanji in Japan for 2025. The bear kanji. And then he has like those, I guess those like leather straps around his wrist too. Kuma. I'll just draw them a little differently, but I'll just place them in. So he has something to work with. And then it's like his other arm. Kind of hard to see what's going on when he's like that particular area. He does have something that comes out there. I don't know if it's another piece of like armor or what it is. Hey Hinata! Yeah, I'm drawing this guy. You see the reference up there. This is it's how far I made it so far. How are you doing? How's Yash? Hope you guys are doing well. Oh, I can show you guys the other drawing I finished the other day. This one. Based on that reference photo. The other drawing is on point. Thank you, Tin Man. Thank you. And you guys started Christmas break yesterday, so done with exam season for this year. Nice. I hope you guys get some well-earned rest. And I hope all the exams went good. Hey, Windblown. Hello. Good to see you. Good to see you guys. Bonk. Alright, I forgot to hit record. But yeah, so I don't really know what's going on this side with his arm. So just gotta improvise a little bit there. Yeah, the third part of his reference goes a little bit more out. In fact, I can cheat that a little bit. We can fix that. You just take the lasso tool, select around this, trying to get that stuff, you know, and just make a little minor adjustment, right? Minor adjustment. Nothing, right, we're just gonna take this part, and then we're just gonna rotate it a little bit. And move it. Then it'll be fine. It'll be fine. There we go. Perfect. No one will notice. We can fix him. Yes, we can. This song is wild. It's actually a Ragnarok Online holiday themed playlist. For those of you who know about that game, there's a link if you're curious. And it'll be interesting to see the exam results, especially for the practical. Apparently it's quite uncommon to get more than a C there. Really? What do you guys have to do for your practical exam? Are you making French onion soup? My god, Josh eating good tonight. I haven't had French onion soup in so many years. And Windblown. Thank you for the resub. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Nice. Thank you. 11 months. Nice. Thank you. Almost a year. And yeah, now you have the Dawn gift emote there too. Gash doesn't like onions. Aw. Damn, that's a shame. So do you make him something else as an alternative? A little extra fluffy, you know, a little bit more fur coming out there. Oh yeah, you know, no one will notice. It needs to be really fluffy. And then whatever this piece is can get a little bit more detail, I guess. So the textile class had to weave a scarf, and the metal class made a miniature edition of one of those old wooden boxes meant for porridge, if you know what I'm on about. Meant for porridge? No, I'm not familiar with those. Oh, you mean like those like cans? They had like the porridge, the dry porridge stuff in the olden days. You're being lazy with dinner today? You're making två italiensk grytor. I'm so tired of Christmas foods already. I feel ya. I mean, I got that ribbe from my dad, and you know, I ate about half of it, and then I just tossed the rest in the fridge. No, not fridge, but freezer. So I'm like, yeah, I don't want to be sick of a ribbe before Christmas Eve, because we're gonna have ribbe then too. He usually makes his own food, to be honest, unless we have pancakes. Oh, I see, okay, so you guys make separate dinners. Alright. And a friend, nice. Nice, well I hope your friend will enjoy the onion soup. And he has no beef. He has a beefy arm coming in here, but he also wears like a sleeve on that hand, so I guess it's all sleeved up. You can just like cover it. And his gauntlets come in there. Yeah. On that area. It's a little bit more sharp this one. Something like that. And then his hands. Yeah, you never played online, but you still play. See, I didn't play it much myself either, but I did try it a little bit back in the day. And yeah, it's just something about like the pixel art and everything in that game. Because that was always the part that fascinated me about that game, was like the graphics. It had like its unique charm. So yeah, even though I wasn't like deep into Ragnarok Online, it still feels very nostalgic. And you're more of a Pinnishut person yourself? Hey, Pinnishut is good too. We just don't really eat that as a tradition in my family. But I do get some Pinnishut every now and then. Your cooking really doesn't work with his eating disorder. That's completely understandable. And you have both Pinnishut and rib at Christmas. Alright, nice. And svinemør. Oh, we don't have that. The Pinnishut usually gets inhaled at the Christmas dinner, and then we use remaining rib the other day to put in like potato lump and stuff. That sounds great, actually. Yeah, some years my grandfather, he's an old fisherman, so he likes to have his like that talks, gotta get it. Oh, good. I forget what's usually eaten for dinner at fish dinner. Not lutefisk, no, it's like a whole, like, smoked, baked fish. Lutefisk, no one has that in my family. I don't know if I get it örret or toss, which one it is that we usually have. And svinemør is very common in Sunnmøre. Okay, so it's like a local traditional one. Is he Papa? I mean, at some point he probably was, because yeah, he set sail for the Seven Seas when he was only 14. That's when he got kicked out of the house, and like his dad was like, "You're a man now, go out there and make money." And he was like, "Okay." And he went ahead and just got hired at a ship, and they basically sailed all across the world on like this like trading company. They were like, yeah, bringing goods all over the world. And this was, before, they had any real, like, safety regulations, so, Yeah, he has seen some stuff. And your stepdad gets these homemade sausages made from wild boar, just different from those store-bought sausages. Good stuff. Oh yeah, my boss at my old work, he's a hunter, so he would go to these hunting trips to Sweden with his buddies every now and then. He'd like take a week off from work to go hunting, and they'll be hunting the wild boars over there. And yeah, he'll bring all the meat with him back home, and he'd have another friend of his who's a butcher prepare it and make sausages and everything. And if he got a lot of meat, he'd like hand it out at work too. It was great stuff. This guy likes his belts. Like this. Always got the freezer full of Elkin moves. Nice. Yeah, svinemøre. Based. Once we had this stew that was super delicious, and everyone was like, man, best stew I ever had. He was like, it's beaver. Nice. You get a taste of his beaver. Everyone just collectively throwing up. Let's see. Also, you start making those overnight oats. Good breakfast and or lunch. Put berries in there and stuff too. Good stuff. Ooh, nice. I never tried to make anything like that. You love the concept of overnight oats? Yeah, it's like who came up with that? It's like it's one of those foods. Like, yeah, I'll just take this stuff and leave it overnight. Good stuff. Same thing with toast, right? It's like, I'm gonna take this bread and I'm gonna cook it one more time. Oh, the music stopped. Mm. You mean raw toast? Okay, I'll just put up another, like, there's a Nintendo Christmas playlist. I'll just put that on. This one's called Point of View. It's Christmas in 1999, playing Nintendo 64. Winter music playlist. We're gonna get all that classic N64 Christmas winter bangers. Siri, play Fairy Tale of New York. Okay, I actually had to check my phone because after I said that, I was like, oh my god, what if my phone heard me? I have an iPhone, so I was worried there for a split second. Oh. What the hell is the playback speed here? Well, this is actually how this track sounds, isn't it? Alexa, play Hej som det går av Morgonklubben Radio Norge. Oh. Imagine having an Alexa. Oh. We don't really see much else because he had that cape coming down his leg. You have a Google Home setup. I don't really use it after I set up my own local LNN chatbot. That's pretty cool though. I don't have anything like smart home related. So, you know, you can insert that meme about how, you know, IT people don't have any smart devices in their homes because they don't trust any of them. It's like that meme with a picture of like some tech enthusiast. Have all the smart home products. And then the next picture is an IT guy like, I will shoot my printer if it even as much as makes a funny sound. computer is wired to the internet, that's where we're at. I mean, yeah, still rocking that wired connection. Bro doesn't trust my... You know, since we have some English folks in here, we'll put it on. But that's gonna be after the ad break, because ads are gonna start now. So yeah, we have a little ad break, and then we're gonna listen to Hinata's Christmas song suggestion. And while we also have the ads, let me just bring up this drawing so you guys have something to look at while I'm gone. So be right back, 5 minutes. Alright. Back. Got myself a Christmas Coke. And you guys went on a heist. And very specific limit. Yes. And only Tin Man made it back. Did you dirty? Indeed he did. Indeed he did. So, you know, just start scrubbing them toilets. Alright, let's see. Let's listen to Hinata's recommendation. Prepare yourselves for a Norwegian banger. My epic millennial / Gen X coded Christmas song. God damn it. I'm not that old.
Det bare meg, eller dere også I et usedvanlig godt humør? Hei, sånn det går. Har du allerede glemt det blir jul igjen I år? Hei, sånn det går. Det bare å stresse ned og ta en liten tår. Hei, sånn det går. Jeg har spist så mye mat at jeg nesten kaster opp. Hei, sånn det går. Vi sier ei, 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 det hardt å være norsk.
Tralla, hei, vi går aldri lei av julestria. Solen kjører hjem når vi kommer frem. Da det jul igjen. Julene på treet, vi hang de opp I stad. Hei sann, hopp sann, nå faller alle av. Veien så glatt at det kan ikke gå bra. Hei sann, hopp sann, nå faller alle av. Nå bestemor full, det da du vet det jul. Barna på Snapchat og nissen på bar. Hei sann, hopp sann, det ordner seg I januar.
Hei, sånn det går. Bestefar har laget maten, men ribba har blitt brent. Hei, sånn det går. Det ikke særlig rart siden fyren dement. Hei, sånn det går. Nå alle barna sure, for vi må spise torsk. Hei, sånn det går.
Torsk, that's what it is, yes.
Ai, 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 det hardt å være norsk.
Tralla, hei, vi går aldri lei av julestria. Solen kjører hjem når vi kommer frem. Da det jul igjen. Julene på treet, vi hang de opp I stad. Hei sann, hopp sann, nå faller alle av. Veien så glatt at det kan ikke gå bra. Hei sann, hopp sann, nå faller alle av. Nå bestemor full, det da du vet det jul. Barna på Snapchat og nissen på bar. Hei sann, hopp sann, det ordner seg I januar. Altså, det lukter veldig sprit her nå, Geir. Har du brukt akevitt som aftershave nå igjen? Ja, ja. Det kan du bruke til hva som helst, det. Julene på treet, vi hang de opp I stad. Hei sann, hopp sann, nå faller alle av. Veien så glatt at det kan ikke gå bra. Hei sann, hopp sann, nå faller alle av. Nå bestemor full, det da du vet det jul. Barna på Snapchat og nissen på bar. Hei sann, hopp sann, det ordner seg I januar. Hei sann, hopp sann, det ordner seg I januar. Det koselig med jula. Hei sann, hopp sann, det ordner seg I januar. Nå bestemor full, det da du vet det jul. Barna på Snapchat og nissen på bar. Hei sann, hopp sann, det ordner seg I januar.
Absolute banger, eh? Oh yeah, Windblown also probably understood most of that. Mm. Let's see. Let's put on some more. Hecking banger, am I right? Oh yeah, it's a banger. It's a banger. Though I'm not sure how I feel about you saying that Radio Norge is millennial coded. Like, my generation didn't really listen to radio. At least not me or any of my friends. Yeah, definitely more Gen X. But we should put on some more music. Always weird listening to Norwegian since we use so many of the same words but with different meaning and phrasing. Yeah, it's the same when I listen to Swedish too. Especially like the word glass and is, because they have like opposite meanings. Between Swedish and Norwegian. Uh, okay, so the options are like more, Christmas gamey music or some what else do we have here? Well, we got some waifu funk music. That's a playlist that is recommended to me right now. Nah, we'll just go with the Christmas music. But yeah, I remember my ex, or the girl I was dating like 10 years ago. Um, she had this tradition that, and she was Norwegian, but one of her like Christmas traditions was that she'd watch the Swedish Disney cartoons that would air on Christmas Day. So, you know, every Christmas she'd get up early and, you know, start prepping for Christmas while watching those Swedish Disney cartoons. Same thing every year? Yeah, so they do air in Sweden too, right? Because they were airing them on a Norwegian channel, I believe. For some reason they chose to air the Swedish versions, and I have never figured out why. You lived in Sweden for 3 years, you mastered the art of communicating with nothing but those inhales and ah. And Jay, my mother had a European Christmas tradition where every year she would try to lure 2 children into her oven. Based mom. What? Did you happen to be one of those children? Alright, so I guess now I can't escape it. I gotta try and draw this hand. Which looks totally weird on the reference, so I'm just gonna try and make something that looks more... I wouldn't say correct, but let's see, maybe thumb here. I want him to like rest the palm of his hand here. So you go down somewhere like this, but that's gonna look like a weird angle. Good luck. Yeah, drawing hands is the worst. I'm gonna see if I can find a good reference for this. Believe me, I'm gonna draw these hands so bad, I'm gonna make AI look good. Why is everyone hating on Hans? Funny you should say that, Tin Man. Because there's a manhwa I'm reading where it's like an ongoing joke that whenever the main character meets a guy named Hans, something bad always happens. So whenever he meets a person and that person introduces himself as Hans, he panics and he's just like, "Oh my god, it's the curse of Hans!" And he just knows shit's gonna go down soon. And it always does. Yeah, I think it's called Surviving the Game as a Barbarian. Yeah, it's one of those isekai animes, or not or manhwas, but you know, it is quite entertaining. You can always draw some mittens and call it Christmas inspired. Yeah, and I'll just replace one of the wolf head here with like a giant Santa's hat, like I'm wearing. It's a Christmas art piece. What are you talking about? He doesn't have hands. Okay, I think I have something that could work. Hold on. You're really enjoying that a wild last boss appeared I showed you earlier? It's not groundbreaking anything, it just hits a sweet spot. Yeah, I haven't checked that one out yet. I remember you recommended it. And yeah, it's kind of like that with the Barbarian 1 too. Nothing groundbreaking, but entertaining enough. Okay, let's see if we can make this work. Let me just wait, let me just get back here. Let's just raise a little bit so it doesn't get so confusing with all the messy lines. There's gonna be more of them anyway, so you know. Just clear this area a little bit. It's got 7.5 on my anime list now. Cool. Okay. It's not that bad, actually. Yeah, I just need to finish up Delicious in Dungeon. And then I want to watch that Guild Receptionist one. And then I'll maybe check out that one. Yeah, so his hand does, you know, kinda come in like this. This is gonna look terrible, but bear with me. I'm just gonna sketch it in so we have like the figure at least, and then I can correct them more later. Just to have an idea where the fingers are. Something like that. I guess his thumb goes kind of back there because he's like holding around. Oh, very small hands. I need to enhance them a little bit. Yeah, the guild reception is working overtime. Yeah. That one looks like some silly fun. This is the great thing about digital art. You can be super lazy with your fixes. You know, you just gotta go in there with the lasso tool and be like, yep. We can enlarge this. Boom. Fixed! Oh. Yeah. Yeah, as long as, you know, it isn't like below 5 or like 5.5 or anything like that, it's usually pretty entertaining in many cases. But yeah, I think this can work. But yeah, I definitely need to sit down and like practice hand drawing. Hopefully that doesn't look too terrible. I haven't saved in a while. Oops. There we go. And he does have that pouch. People who complain about AI hands have never tried drawing realistic hands themselves. Yeah. It's like, oh my god, this looks like AI. Look at the hands! And the artist is just like, just can't draw hands, okay? Additional belt coming down here too. I can't really see in a reference what that black belt really is, but it goes down alongside this. I'm just gonna have it follow along. You got it. Thank you for believing. Yes, we'll make this look like something eventually. Use the force. We'll just use force perspective. God damn it, still think that hand is kind of small on him. We gotta enhance it once more. Trying to not get anything else. Yeah, no way no one's not gonna think this is some sort of AI art. The struggle is real. He has all the bandages going on his hand too. Small hands, small gloves. And big shoes. Something like that. And then his other hand. At least this one looks better in the reference image. Trim a little bit big in this quick sketch, but then let's just work with it. No, maybe I should have drawn like the didn't quick sketch. Just move this down a little bit. That. Right. Doesn't look too bad. You need to start buying hot sauce online or something. Bought this Norwegian mango habanero hot sauce that's like almost illegal on hotness scales, and I'm using it like salsa, just tossing it on there. Nice. Yeah, you guys know Matthias, my friend who I go to all those conventions with? He ordered like the whole, you know, the YouTube show, The Hot Ones, right? And they had those 10 hot sauces that they dab on all those chicken wings. So he bought like the set of those. And we did do like one of those hot ones challenges. We bought like a bunch of wings, heated them up, and started digging in. Yeah. And that was really fun. But I managed to eat through all of them, even the bomb, which tastes like absolute crap. I can at least confirm that. But I realized after that I had some sort of allergic reaction to at least one of the sauces. Cause I was like having those rashes all over my body for like a week afterwards. Like it was on my arms and on my chest. And I was like, where the fuck did these rashes come from? And it was itchy like hell. And like, it must have been one of the hot sauces. I don't react like that to, you know, spicy food in general or other hot sauces. So now I'm just like curious which one it was. But since there were like 10 of them, you know, the only way to find out is if I try one of them at a time and see if I have a reaction to it. But it was a weird thing, because I never had a reaction like that. Maybe it's the pure Capsicum oil or something. That's like almost... It could have been something like that, maybe. Yeah, it must have been one or several ingredients in one of the hot sauces that caused me to react like that. Like, it wasn't painful or anything, it was just like annoying. You know, you're feeling this you had this rash all over your body and it's kinda itchy. But I didn't want to scratch, it was just like, it was just annoying. Vietnamese spice resistance. I mean, I did grow up with spicy food on my dad's side, yeah. Because he loves his chili and hot sauces and spicy food. So I did get plenty of that. Of course, nothing like super spicy, like, you know, those hardest ones of those hot sauces. No, but still, like, yeah, I could eat them just fine. And we were like 4 people there trying them, so the other 2 struggled more than me and Matthias did. And dude, this soup, fire, nice. Glad it turned out well. You know, can't you send some down here? I'll send you some Japanese snackies, and in return, some onions, some Japanese snack for your onion soup. You've had stuff so spicy that you've been like halfway hallucinating? Oh man, on my subathon, the first one I did, when I did that spicy noodle challenge, and I just put in the habanero peppers as well, that I chopped up and added to it, and then I put in some extra hot sauce that I had in the fridge. When I was eating that, I was like, yeah, I could eat it, but for it was a brief moment after I ate it, where I just felt like really lightheaded, and I just had to sit back and be like, whoa. What is this? Am I getting high off the spice? Isn't it similar a little bit? The wise French onion soup, so stupidly simple, but so stupidly good. I know, right? And then when you put that toast on there too, oh man. With the right type of cheese, mmm. You don't have baguettes to spare. Oh, sacrilege. Alright, so let's focus on a little bit more on some details now. And yeah, you can get high with spicy peppers. Your body releases endorphins as a response to spice. Okay, yeah, well, I guess I had a nice release of that after I ate that. Because I was just sitting there like, ooh, I'm feeling it. But that was like a first for me. Alright, just look at his face again on the reference here. So I have a different reference picture that I can zoom in on and look at, while you guys just see it on the side there. You know what they say in the Dune? The spice controls the universe. Spice melange. Just thinking about that South Park episode where they all want that, what was his name? That American footballer? Tom Hardy? Yeah, because he has the same name as that actor. And the entire episode is just about them wanting a sample of his poop because apparently it was effective to help them lose weight. And they start calling it the spice melange. Yeah, it's clearing out the kitchen before Christmas cooking, so no baguettes on hand. Oh, oh yeah, you've seen that episode? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I guess South Park is a millennial Gen X coded show. As Hinata here would say. Alright, now we can put those spears back on his back. It can delete the old ones. You used to be such a Dune nerd. You read the books when you was like 14 or something. Yeah, I never read the Dune books. I remember I tried to start the first book, but I just couldn't get into it. Because the whole concept is like, it sounds cool and badass, but I just couldn't get into it. And then you realize there was a David Lynch movie from the 80s, and then you watch that like 20 times. Nice. Yeah, I haven't watched the old movie either. Nor the new ones. Oh no, my canvas is not wide enough. Oh well, I guess this one will just be a little shorter. We'll just, actually... just move him a little bit to the side, like that. Then we get more room. Not that far, maybe. There we go. Problem solved. Let's move him down a wee bit. There we go. Now we can be longer. Yeah, just gonna make them all a little bit longer. Movie watch party. I don't know, I don't really have much interest in watching those movies. Ooh. Ooh, that was a crack. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh, one of the things with drawing, not really a great posture, punching over. Oh. Ooh. Alright, let's see. I think there's another ad break coming in soon. Let me just check. Yeah, we got ads coming soon. Now we are at the 2-hour mark, so yeah, let's take a 5-minute break. We're getting up in age, you know, sitting slightly wrong. Yeah. You know, you just wake up and you slept in a like sort of funny position, and your entire weekend is ruined because you can hardly move at all. Or whenever I try to like, you know, crouch down, and I just hear, you know, my knees pop. Damn. That's how it be, that's how it be. And yes, break time, so be right back. I'll run some quick ads, and then I'll be right back. Time to refill my story. Yeah. Exactly. Go grab a drink, a snack, go to the bathroom, do what you need to do, and I'll see you guys in 5 minutes. Hey, 1063, hello, welcome back. Wizardry art, yes, I'm drawing some fan art of Gerard here. I did draw one of Asha the other day. Bam. So I finished this a few days ago. But yeah, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I mostly gotten like all the details in, so now I'm just gonna refine it and make it look good. Or at least try to make it look better. Color pick red, what? There we go. Ooh, no, I'm kind of blocking when I'm hunching over like this. Let me move it a little bit. You might also have got some Yule brews? Nice. Yeah, I have some in the fridge. I'm just waiting for it to get cold. And you chuck this one in the freezer? No. Yeah, unless you want to explode inside in the freezer. Been there, done that with soda. Especially during summer. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna put this in the freezer for a bit so it gets nice and cold. And then I forget about it. Classic mistake. You've done that way too many times with beer too, yeah. That's how it be sometimes. Just flip the image. Just to make it a little easier to draw this. Yeah, it's easier to draw these strokes if I get to draw the other way. Oh, you guys can't see it. I get to just do the stroke in this direction. He does have some pretty dark and lines around his eyes are pretty thick. Looks a bit like Tobirama, the second Hokage from Naruto. Now that you mention it. Just a little bit of gray in here too. There we go. drawing is one of those things I never got any good at. I started to kind of wrap my head around it with an amazing teacher in 9th grade, but never kept going. So, see, that's the thing, like, I've been drawing like every now and then throughout my entire life, basically, but I never like really sat down to dedicate much time to it. So I can show you guys some drawings I did like back in like high school and stuff, because I do have some of them. Let me see if I can find them. Do a little show and tell. Alright. Found it. Just gonna... Yeah, my old sketchbook from when I got this when I was like I think I bought this. You can see how worn it is. Yeah, hey 10, welcome back. Yeah, you weren't here before I came back. I'm doing some Wizardry fan art, yeah, for practice. So I'm working on Gerard here. And this is as far as I gotten. I just flipped the drawing. And I did show off the Asha one, but I guess you weren't here. So here, this is the one I finished the other day. Boom. I guess we can hide the Gerard one while I'm gonna show this. That Mischief Maker. Hey! Someone's played Mischief Makers. Nice. Boom! Boobas. I mean, yeah, she does have. I mean, if you look at the reference, I actually think I nerfed her a little bit in comparison. Alright. Yeah, I think they're bigger on the reference. Alright. So if anything, I miscalculated. But yeah, we're working on Gerard. But anyway, yeah, this sketchbook has seen stuff. Okay, yeah, so unfortunately I have torn out pages, so I guess I really hated some of my earlier artwork. But yeah, it's a bit smeared too. I don't know if you guys can even see this. But this is from like 2007, 2008. There's this one. from also from like 2008, around that time. And then that's not a finished one. I never really finished this one. I don't even remember what it was supposed to be, but it's some guy. I'm watching Clannad. Yeah, I think it was very Clannad inspired. Yeah, I probably was. And I guess I tried to create like a more scenery or something. Guess I was practicing side profile. I don't know. Probably drew after some references on character. I guess it's hard to see what it is. Camera, light. And I think this one was like a self-portrait from what I looked like when I was 18. I do recall this being like a camera, like a self-portrait. I have an upvote on my t-shirt. Yeah. I think I actually know which t-shirt I was trying to draw here, but then I realized I couldn't really fit the text on there. But it's a t-shirt, I still have it, but it's very worn out now. With an arrow pointing up, and it says the man, and there's an arrow pointing down to my down area, where it says the legend. Anything else in here that's worth showing? Oh yeah, and I was also watching, or that was like when I first got into like Fate Stay Night and such, the Fate universe. For me, down here would be the myth. Hey, Ritz, good evening. Good evening. So I guess I did draw some Saber fan art, and I tried to block in some shadows and highlights. I guess if I put my hand somewhere, it will help with the... Yeah. And this is also like back in 2008, I guess. Don't have any date or signature on it. You weeb, yeah. Is there anything else cool in here? Not really. Nothing I really finished. Oh, and I guess the rest of this sketchbook is just blank. Oh, paper. Yeah, I didn't even fill this up. And not really sure if I have anything else. So I can actually continue to draw in that sketchbook that I bought like 20 years ago or something. Nice to see the progress like that. Yeah, but the thing is though, You know, since that's like 18, 20, 18, 17 years ago, and because I never really dedicate any time to like really sit down and draw, I haven't really made that much progress over the years. You're trying to encourage me? Well, thank you, Tim, man. I appreciate that. Like, do I have anything else here? This is just like an empty sketchbook I never really did anything with. I had so many like sketchbooks I bought, but I never really sat down to draw in them. Difference, yeah, because I was using references like I'm doing now, right? Oh, here's one from like 2013. When I was like trying to make some game concept characters. And for a brief moment, I guess I also tried to draw hands. But other than that, nothing useful in here. I guess I had a period where I tried to get good at drawing hands. But now I kind of forgotten all about this stuff even. And I even bought like this giant A3 format. I even like wrote a date in here when I bought this book. The 8th of September 2017. Well, I guess I can fill this up with stuff eventually. 9 years later. Bet you could make some pretty pog folded paper airplanes with those sheets. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, and the music playlist is over. Okay. I had to find something else. I think that was like all of it. I don't know if anything else. Yeah, no. I don't know where I have the rest of my silly drawings. But I do find this folder. This is when I was doing like trying to do realism and portraits. So I would draw like self-portraits. Or at least this is a self-portrait of me back in 2017. I think I posted this in the Discord. That was back when I had short hair. Yeah. I think this is one of the better ones. And this was actually the first one I drew. And that was back in 2016. This one was like my first attempt. Because I was dating a girl at the time that she is great at drawing. So she gave me some tips on how to like do portrait drawings. And I followed her advice. And this is like my first one. And then I also drew Steve Buscemi. Or whatever his name is. You recognize that face. So yeah. Yeah, he is. He's amazing. Ugh. So yeah, that was a little bit of my art history. But yeah, so people had told me that, you know, if you just sat down and actually started drawing, you could become great. And all through my life, I'll be like, yeah, but I'm kind of lazy. But now I actually kind of want to try. Look at me being all talented and stuff. Why, thank you. I mean, if I actually sat down like 20 years ago or even earlier, then yeah, maybe I could have been, you know, amazing now. But I guess we'll be starting now. Gotta start somewhere, right? Best time to start it. Yesterday, second best today. Yeah, exactly. And that's why I bought this tablet. So I can start practicing. Anyway, so let us continue with this guy. Oh yeah, and some music. You know what, let's just put on some funk. Hey. And we can put up a little window. Hold on. And we can just have this playing in the background here. Yeah. Just put it down in the corner here. And is there no sound? Is the tab muted? Oh, it's muted. There we go. Why not?
Ela desce, ela sobe, no baile é pressão. Mina linda, perigosa, rouba meu coração. Vai quicando, vai jogando, não perde a razão. No batidão, só pura tentação.
Ela desce, ela sobe, no baile é pressão. Mina linda, perigosa, rouba meu coração. Ela desce, ela sobe, no baile é pressão.
Sounds okay? That's good. You know, gotta have some music with the drawing, right? The Christmas funk. Oh yeah, the legendary Christmas funk.
Ela desce, ela sobe, no baile é pressão. Mina linda, perigosa, rouba meu coração. Vai quicando, vai jogando, não perde a razão. No batidão, só pura tentação.
I don't think I've seen a Christmas funk playlist.
Ela desce, ela sobe, no baile é pressão. Mina linda, perigosa, rouba meu coração. Vai quicando, vai jogando, não perde a razão. No batidão, só pura tentação.
Quicando, vai jogando, não bate a razão. No batidão, só pura tentação. Desce, ela sobe, no baile é pressão. Mina linda, perigosa, rouba meu coração. Desce, ela sobe, no baile é pressão. Mina linda, perigosa, rouba meu coração.
Ela desce, ela sobe, no baile é pressão. Mina linda, perigosa, rouba meu coração. Vai quicando, vai jogando, não perde a razão. No batidão, só pura tentação.
Vento sussurra histórias sem fim. A lua dança num céu de cetim, tão cheia de cor. Silêncio que canta um sutil esplendor. Luz na madrugada, luz na Posso sem pensar onde vou parar. Caminho perdido, mas quero ficar. Luz na madrugada, só quero sonhar. Ervas no chão, sombras que dançam sem direção. Mistério no ar, o tempo respira, me deixa vagar. Luz na
The wolf head is gonna be a lot of work.
Posso sem pensar onde vou parar. Luz na madrugada, luz na madrugada. mistério no ar. O tempo respira, me deixa vagar. Luz na madrugada.
Don't lock in, yeah, locking in on the artwork now.
Posso sem pensar onde vou parar. Luz na madrugada. Luz na Posso sem pensar onde vou parar. Caminho perdido, mas quero ficar. Luz na madrugada, só quero sonhar. Ecos no chão, sombras que dançam sem direção. Mistério no ar, o tempo respira, me deixa vagar. Luz na madrugada. Vem me guiar, posso sem pensar onde vou parar. Caminho perdido, mas quero ficar. Luz na madrugada, só quero sonhar.
There's the other eye, that's just like a,
Sombras que dançam sem direção. Mistério no ar,
glowing blue.
me deixa vagar. Luz na
So I guess I just need to like draw the socket.
Vem me guiar, posso sem pensar onde vou parar. Luz na madrugada. Luz na madrugada. Vem me guiar, posso sem pensar onde vou parar. Caminho perdido, mas quero ficar. Luz na madrugada, só quero sonhar. Ecos no chão, sombras que dançam sem direção. Mistério no ar, o tempo respira, me deixa vagar. Luz na madrugada. Vem me guiar, posso sem pensar onde vou parar. Luz na madrugada.
I still need to clean up this area a bit.
Quero ficar. Luz na madrugada, só quero sonhar.
Eu sou da quebrada, já tô na correria. Passo ligeiramente na sintonia.
Quem quer vibe, sente o calor. No ritmo da rua, só sobe o amor. Ia passar, ia passar, ia passar.
Todo mundo no ferro.
Ia passar, ia passar, ia
And 1 Celsius outside, no heating on, and you have to have the window open. Something ain't right. Damn. Yeah, it's like 6-7 degrees down here. It's not that cold actually. It's a very warm December.
Quem quer vibe, sente o calor. No ritmo da rua, só sobe o amor. Bate palma,
Pula sem temor. Essa noite é nossa. Todo mundo no ferro.
ia passar, ia passar, ia passar.
Todo mundo no ferro.
Ia passar, ia passar, ia passar.
Todo mundo no ferro.
Ia passar, ia passar, ia passar.
That cool? Yeah. I haven't watched it either, but I heard good things about it. Comey can't communicate. Or whatever it's called.
Mundo no ferro.
Quem quer vibe, sente o calor. No
Your backlog is just so damn. Yeah, that is the issue. A little bit messy around here. Hold on.
Quem quer vibe sente o calor. No ritmo da rua só sobe o amor. Bate palma, pula sem queimor. Essa noite é nossa, todo mundo no fervor. Corpo suado, está pegando fogo.
Now we got
Esqueço de tudo.
my family.
Mexe devagar, me hipnotiza, não dá pra escapar.
Rascal does not dream of Bunny Girl by your backlog. Yeah, that has also been on my backlog for quite a while. Yeah, it's called something like that. Can't expect to remember names of all these animes. Of the English title and I had no idea what they're talking about. Yeah, that happens a lot with me too.
Corpo suado, está pegando fogo. Som bate forte, esqueço de tudo. Ela se aproxima, mexe devagar, me hipnotiza. Olho malandro, sorriso safado. Passo marcado, desejo preparado. Corpo suado, está pegando fogo. Som bate forte, esqueço de tudo. Ela se aproxima, mexe devagar, me hipnotiza. Olho malandro, sorriso safado.
I have no idea what's happening like in the middle section right there. It's just lines everywhere. Got a little uwu snout going on there. And an 8.23 rating. Alright, well, you tell me if you enjoyed it. Yeah. Lloyd Frontera. Yeah, he's the good guy. Believe it or not.
Essa vibe vai te levar. Rebola sem ter medo no passinho. É o segredo, todo mundo vai notar. Quando o beat começar. Toma, 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 vai. Toma balanção. Sobe, joga sem cama, treme, treme o chão.
Oh, here we got some Genshin Impact waifu. If it's in Genshin, you had no idea. Same here. I just recognize them. Because, you know, even though I don't like the game, their designs are pretty awesome. Even though the style looks very similar across multiple games, so it's hard to tell, but I do believe this one is Genshin. Oh, I don't even know them by name. Alright, now this wolf head of his is starting to a little bit more defined. It's taking shape, yeah, it is. And then I'm gonna zoom out and it's gonna look like utter crap. Okay, it's not too bad. Okay. Yeah, I definitely should do like some more anatomy sketches and stuff. Like, yeah, I just gotta Google for pictures of naked people. Which is surprisingly easy to come across these days. I mean, you just need to go on Twitter. Boom! For science, yeah. For practice. I'll just you know, answer all those bait posts where they like, oh, you know, reply to this post for DM, right? I'll be like, yes, give me reference, please. And then, you know, instead of subbing to their OnlyFans, I'll just be like, send them a, you know, a poorly drawn anatomy drawing. Thanks for the reference. It's for the exposure. We got another ad break coming in, alright. Wow, it's already been an hour? Jesus. The ad breaks come quickly. You can start in 45 seconds. Yeah, especially like we were drawing and stuff. But at least you guys have some music playing while the ads run. I'm gonna take another quick break. While the ads are running. Alright. Ad break time. Yeah! Gotta grab them sodas!
Todo mundo sente a pressão, cintura vai descer. sente a pressão, cintura vai descendo, encostando no chão. Olha que provoca, causando tentação. Se joga no passinho, perde a noção. Sem parar, sem parar, sem parar. Quem te joga e vem, sem parar, sem parar, sem parar. Quem te joga e vem, sem parar, sem parar, sem parar, sem parar. Quem te joga e vem, sem parar, sem parar, sem parar. Quem te joga e vem, sem parar, sem parar. Quero sem parar, no baile da quebrada até o dia clarear. No baile da quebrada até o dia clarear. No baile da quebrada até o dia clarear. Caí 1000 veces pero seguí. Mi alma rota vuelve a latir. El sol me mira desde el dolor. Nace en mi pecho un nuevo color. Siento la brisa tocar mi piel. Susurra el viento, vuelve otra Siento la brisa tocar mi piel. Susurra el viento, vuelve otra
All right. I think we'll continue for like. Yeah, I'll go for another half an hour. And thank you for welcome back. Because I need to go to the store and buy some dinner. I'm starting to get a little hungry. I think we made some progress today.
Siento la brisa tocar mi piel. Susurra el viento, vuelve otra
You did your shopping early today? Thought you'd avoid the rush? Yeah. It's Saturday, so it's like people are out shopping way earlier than usual. For the store down here with me is, or that's close to me, there's one that's open until like 12 a.m. And it's usually super quiet in the evenings. I am the rush, hey Trollkong. This song is actually a bit of a banger. It comes in like two waves here. At first it's the retired old people, then it's the children's families. They're trying to avoid like the plague. I can't handle that screaming and chaos and running around. Some little kid tried to take my shopping from the self-checkout after I scanned a little while ago. God damn. Yeah, I remember it was like that when I worked at like the hardware store at the shopping mall. So in the mornings, right on a weekday, after the mall opened at like 10 a.m., we called the first 2 hours for the pensions hour, because only the retired people were at the mall. And then all the moms with their trolleys would arrive. And then around like 3 p.m. and onwards, that's when more normal people arrive in. And actually like 2 p.m., that's when, after 2 p.m., that's when you'd see like middle school kids and stuff come in, because they were off school, right? I just looked at him and went, what do you think you're doing? The guy had an existential crisis. Oh my god! Consequences for my actions! I'm used to people confronting. Yeah. I know. I remember an accident I had when I was working at the hardware store. So we have a sign at like the entrance to it, or they had a sign at least when I worked there, where it said that, you know, young children should not be in the store unattended. Because we do have a hardware section with actual tools, like sledgehammers, saws, axes, you know, everything, right? That's just there on the shelves. And I was there, and we had a sale on like, you know, these steel toolboxes, like big heavy ones, that and they were filled with like tools too. It was like a complete set. You bought like a full toolbox with the essential tools, right? So like hammers, screwdrivers, wrenches, whatnot. So I was like stacking these toolboxes on the aisle where they were supposed to be. And I grabbed a toolbox and I lifted it up and I just had it like dangling down the side because I was gonna walk around and put it on the other side. And there was like this 2-3-year-old kid that just came running as I was like walking around the aisle. And he just smacked head first into the toolbox. I went like a hang dang. So I just heard a smack. And then he just like went like backwards and, you know, fell down. And, you know, of course he started crying and everything. And, you know, I was like, oh shit! God damn it! Like, he started bleeding on the forehead because, yeah, he ran full speed. And I didn't see him because I just stood up and had the toolbox and I just about turned the corner. He just bang right into it. But luckily his dad was like right there running like after him, right? So he saw what happened. So he saw it was an accident, right? But still, it was like, God damn it, just keep an eye on your kid. I didn't say that, of course. I said, oh my god, I'm so sorry, right? Like, damn, I didn't mean to give your kid a concussion. Right? Yeah, no police reports that day. Oh. But yeah, so don't let your kids run around in a hardware store, please. But yeah, I wanted to tell him that, you know, we do sell those, you know, those straps that you can like strap around a kid and have him on like a leash. I want to say, oh yeah, we do have those leashes over there if you want to buy some. But I didn't say it. I dread to think what his reaction would be. Löpesing, is that what they're called? I don't remember. I've seen my parents put them on like a child is like this harness they put on them and they just have them on a leash. They won't run off. There was this one kid who just sat down in one of the sections and took a poo next to one of the stand, like, I'm not equipped to handle stuff like that. What do you do? Oh man, that's when you go to like that, you know, you just go into the back room and you start like talking over the announcement speaker, right? Just like, hey, can a parent of the kid who pooped on aisle 23 in the hardware section please come to the front desk? I repeat, can the parents of the kid that just pooped at aisle 23 in the hardware section please report to the front desk? His pants were blue, and I put emphasis on the word were blue.
Dime qué es lo que pasa, bebé, vente pa' mi casa. Yo te espero sin nada. Dime qué es lo que pasa, eso que tengo contigo. Perder el control contigo.
And yeah, just how to get fired from your job 101.
Dime qué es lo que pasa, eso que tengo contigo. Perder el control contigo. Dime, yo te digo, papi. Dime qué es lo que pasa, eso que tengo contigo. Perder el control contigo. Dime, yo te digo, papi. Dime qué es lo que pasa, eso que tengo contigo.
Is there someone around here who's better at adulting than I am?
Desacatarme contigo, papi. Perder el control contigo, papi. Dime, dime, yo te digo, papi. Dime qué es lo que pasa. Yo quiero desacatarme contigo, papi.
Yeah, you just look at the mess and you go, well, the cleaning ladies won't be here for another 6 hours, so you just put up a sign that says, you know, some chemical spill or something. Please walk around. Warning. Slippery floor. Yeah. And you just hang up a couple of Wonder Bounds on it just to cover the smell. I did my job. Cleaning up poop is not in my contract. Yeah, literally, this shit.
Desacatarme contigo, papi. Perder el control contigo, papi. Dime, dime, yo te digo, papi. Dime qué es lo que pasa. Yo quiero desacatarme contigo, papi. Perder el control contigo, papi. Dime, dime, yo te digo, papi. Digo, papi, ¿qué pasa? Desacatarme contigo. Perder el control contigo. Dime, dime, yo te digo, papi. Dime qué es lo que pasa. Desacatarme contigo.
Then when this one guy and this one old guy sat down in one of those massage chairs, and someone came over and said he'd been sitting there for like an hour without moving, and we were like, uh-oh. Damn. Like, do we need to call an ambulance? Hey, Cinderella Grey! I still haven't watched the second season. I'm waiting for all the episodes to be out. First season was pretty peak though. Oguri Kapu, yeah! Our favorite little food monster. Yeah, the glutton. The belly creature. The Kirby of Umas? Not wrong. It's kind of funny because you go from like this silly, whimsical style of the game and the first 3 seasons, right? And then you have Cinderella Grey where they just fucking locks in. You know way too much about Japanese racers at this point. Yeah. Uh-huh. The conqueror of millennium's end. You can't wait for your sinus infection to clear up. Oh, you're still struggling with that? Yeah, I hope you recover soon. Sucks to have that.
Me gusta lo que dices, me gusta que faltas, me gusta lo que dices tú, lo que dices tú.
You don't know what metasoluene hydrochloride is? It's helping to keep my nose not constantly stuffy. Yeah, I just use this. Where is it? My nose is stuffy. I just use this. You get at the pretty much any Asian import shop. Ooh, a good sniff of this opens everything up. Ooh. You know that eucalyptus stuff? Ooh. Yeah, the store closes at 11 and 12, so I still got time. I just wanted to finish up his face before I call it a night. And yeah, I think we made some decent progress today. I guess next time I continue on him on stream, I'll just continue, you know, adding details or, you know, drawing in the lines as we go. Leaning forward a little bit, so we'll just correct that by straightening him like this. Just a little rotation, there we go. Now he's more up straight. Isn't it nice how you can fix things in digital art? We got a little bit more room down here for more details. But yeah, I think I can call it a night here. And yeah, I love using these buttons for undo and save. Like, save. Haha! Undo! Then we can stop the recording, because I'm trying to record a time lapse. So let's see how it turned out. Yeah, it's exporting the video now, so let's see how it turns out. Alright, let's see.
DJ soltou aquela sequência que faz geral perder a consciência. O grave desce, a mente dispara, a pista ferve, a noite é rara. Ela manda.
Yeah, it's generated a time lapse. Let's put it up. Hold on.
Olhar envolvente, coração na mão. Todos param só pra ver brilhar. No passinho ela sabe encantar.
Alright, let's see the time lapse so far. From start to finish.
Com carinha, ela é braba na linha, sabe o chão que já pisou e hoje pisa com valor.
Yeah, so it actually remembered my previous session too.
No beat sem
Yeah, this is how it started.
sabe o que entrega e a favela ela anda.
Oh, this anime is also one I want to watch. I think it's called like My Rank as an Assassin outclasses the main character or something. Because the art and animation in that anime looks pretty sick. And I heard it's pretty good too. Yeah, here we are now. This is what I did today.
Coração na mão. Todos param só pra ver brilhar. No passinho ela sabe encantar.
I like how even though I went on breaks and stuff, it only records when I'm actually like drawing on a drawing.
Engana com carinha, ela é braba na linha.
Then yeah, I started on the head now.
E hoje pisa com valor.
My status as an assassin. Yeah, obviously like CC here. Yeah, it was something like that. Yeah.
Sabe o que entrega e a favela
Yeah, the art and character design that anime looks pretty sick. And then I straightened him up. Yeah, so okay, so that was today's progress. Not bad, eh? So yes, I think we can call it a day here. I'm going for almost 4 hours, not bad. Alright. Yes, I know Kyle is live, so I'll just send you guys over there. We can raid out quickly. Boom. Bring up the raid message. Copy and paste that one if you subscribe to the channel. If not, we got this one. Boom! For the non-subscribers, you can copy and paste that one or use your own. But yeah, it's been a chill stream. Made some progress, right? So I'm happy with that. And I guess my next stream should be a gaming one, because I do have some games I want to play. I also need to finish up Princess Crown. But I'll definitely continue to wrap up this particular drawing on stream. And I'll probably just draw something else if I feel like drawing off stream. Probably gonna do some anatomy practice. See what I can find online from when it comes to references. And yeah, gotta go buy some food. So yeah, thank you for hanging out, Tin Man. And if anyone else has been in here lurking and hanging out, appreciate you all. Have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, afternoon, whatever it is you guys are. And I'll see you next time. Hopefully tomorrow. And maybe I'll start the same time. But yeah, Windblow, take care. Nice to have you here. Troll Kong as well, we're still lurking. And everyone else, Hardy and Hinata. See you all later. Bye-bye.
Say you running on the road, so get out the way. Push the pedal to the floor, blow